Hello, YouTube world. Hello. Y'all, I just wanted to jump on right quick. Was not a scheduled live. I just wanted to jump on since it's the hot topic for today to the point where TMZ talked about it their whole hour that they were they were on. Yeah, it's the talk of the town. There's so many mixed emotions and viewpoints on the death of OJ Simpson, aka the Juice. Um, I just wanted to get some other people's viewpoints on it. So if it's anybody out there that's catching the live, come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in, y'all. I just wanted to get some people's viewpoints on, yeah, just get your viewpoint on it and your perspective. I know it's a touchy subject. Um, because so many people have mixed feelings about the death of OJ Simpson. Um, I don't care, um, at the end of the day, it's always, sad for, you know, um, to lose, you know, your life in any form. But we all know cancer is something else, and is no one is exempt from it, and that's for sure. No one is exempt from cancer. Really, no illness. It has no age. It has no gender. It's just a life theme that everybody is going to have to cross um, one day. Uh, Cancer is a real big topic for me because, I've lost so many in my family from cancer. So I hate that word. And I don't usually say hate, but I hate that word, cancer. I do. Um, and I just know that they said that's what he passed from. I don't know what particular cancer he passed from because I didn't even know. Honestly, I didn't even know he was sick. Um, I know Johnny Cochran passed, which was one of his components of his dream team, passed away with cancer. Uh, Kim Kardashian's father um, was also part of his dream team. He passed away from cancer as well. Um, I want to say those was pretty much the only two people from that dream team that passed away. I think everybody else is still that was a part of that sector is still going. I know some of them left law completely because they were so just, outdone that this man had gotten away with that brutal crime. I want to give my condolences again to Nicole Brown Simpson's family, as well as what was the other young man's name that was with her? Ron Goldman. Um, Prayers go out to his family as well. I know they got a sign of relief today. Um, they're probably celebrating of joy that they family members finally got justice. Because to them, this is justice. This is justice for them. I'm sure it's justice for a lot of people. I've seen so many uh, comments. Even Bruce Jenner put his 2 cents in, saying, he's glad he's gone. Um, I saw where somebody had posted on social media saying, who is he to say when he, how did they put it? He took, uh, 2 L's as well, when it came to, you know, Bruce Jenner and him becoming Kylie Jenner or Kaylee, what is his name? Caitlyn Jenner. So I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, so I know it's a lot of mixed emotions with the news of OJ's death. Um, a lot of people say karma. Um, I don't always base, life situation and life things on karma because, if that was the case, we are all be in big trouble, right? Um, Suffering some type of really bad afflictions if we base things happening on karma. Yeah, I do believe karma, but um, I just think when it comes to illnesses, any type of sickness like that, whether it's cancer or whatever, I just believe that nobody's exempt. It's just, one of those things of life. But um, I just feel, like I said, my heart goes out to his children, his grandkids, because at the end of the day, nobody, he has to answer to nobody at the end of the day, but the creator. Um, and nobody can judge him but the creator. So I'm not even going to give my opinion, my judgment on it. I just say, may he rest um in peace because he has to answer to that whatever situation um or that thing that he did, that was very, very, very um atrocious. It was very atrocious. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on just to see who was out there and what your perspective or your view on the loss of OJ Simpson. Prior to the situation with his ex-wife Nicole Brown, um, he was the dude. He was a dude. That's where he got the name, Juice from. He was an awesome football player. And might add, he was a very handsome guy as well. Um, I didn't care too much for his personality per se. A lot of his choices I really never, liked as well. But that's a whole nother subject when we talk about, um, the black men in the industry and their choices. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on. Hey, my black is beautiful. I got one person. Yay. Because I was just talking to myself. Hey, boo. Uh, Great to see you come in. I just it wasn't a scheduled live. I just wanted to hit the live button, jump on just to see, since it's the big topic of the day, like all over social media, all over the television screen. TMZ, they did their whole hour dedicated to uh the passing of OJ Simpson. So I just wanted to get other people's opinion because I see so many mixed opinions. Um, yes, thank you, love. I really, really appreciate it for the support. I really, really do. And even if it's just you in here, girl, just hit that like button there. But yeah, I just wanted to just get other people's view on it. I haven't seen too many people that I follow on YouTube that talked about it. They might have posted saying RIP to OJ, but I haven't seen anyone do a video or discuss it. I just wanted to get other people's view on it. Um, what your perspective, how you feel about, the passing of OJ. Like I said, I can't, judge him. Only the creator can do that. And I'm sure he definitely, had time since they said he passed with cancer. Maybe there was, um our creator's way. I'm sorry, I had a phone call. Our creator's way of giving him time to reflect and think about what he had done. Um, We got some people that don't believe he did it. We got a lot of people that believe he did. Um, he just so happened, in my opinion, to have one of the best team, the dream team they called them, um, in the world. That because that case, I remember it clear as day, was so crazy. People were glued to the TVs all over the place, whether you was in a nail shop, if you stepped in the store and they had a TV, people were glued to that television, uh trying to see what the outcome was going to be. um and a lot of those lawyers, I mean, they were known for, in their company and in their field, but for the public's eyes, no one knew of Johnny Cochran and um, Kim Kardashian's dad, and those people. Nobody really knew of them publicly until that case. Um, and when I tell you Johnny Cochran law firm, it got overly whammed of request for them to cover their case. I didn't even know he was sick. We don't even have a heaven or hell to put him in, so I won't. Yeah, that's what I said. My black is beautiful. That's the same way I feel. Your sentiments is that we don't. Only he has to answer to the creator, and I'm sure the time that he had spent on his affliction bed or whatever, he had time to think about it. Hopefully he asked for forgiveness um for what he has have done, and that's basically it. That's my stance on it as well. And yeah, no one knew he was sick, it seems like. I mean, that was pretty hush, because the last time I saw him, he was on video on his I want to say it was an Instagram page or something, and he was talking about somebody else. He had gave his opinion about somebody. I can't remember who it was, and he came out and he looked fine. He was actually in his golf clothes. So and I don't believe that was too long ago. So I didn't even know he was sick. Isn't that something? How he stayed up under the radar, that no one knew he was sick. Amazing. Amazing, because anytime you can stay under the radar from TMZ, you good. Especially it being a celebrity, you good if you was able to stay under the radar with them, because they get all the tea. All the tea. They people be everywhere catching everything, all at the restaurants and all type of stuff. So that was amazing that he kept that low key. Like I say, God rest his soul. Um but I don't wish that D word on anybody. I don't wish that on nobody. Um I don't even, wish it on my worst enemy. But at the end of the day, um that's all, it's in God's hands. Can't nobody, I don't have a heaven or hell, even for, the ones I don't feel, too fond of. But I even look at, my own personal situation with people that have done me wrong. Um, Even with my ex-husband, with the thing, you know, him walking away from, his own child, because she took sick. Um, I don't wish no ill on him as well, because at the end of the day, he has to answer to his creator for that, because he's definitely going to be asked why did he do what he did. So I don't lose no sleep on that. um I'm just grateful that God chose me as my baby's mom. um I wouldn't put it on my worst enemy though, my situation on my worst enemy, but yeah, that's my baby. And as long as God gives me the strength and the wind in my body to keep it going, I'm going to continue to keep going until he see fit otherwise. But at the end of the day, I ain't finna let no man dictate, you know, my level of blessings from God, of trying to get revenge. So nah, I'm good. And I just hope that, you know, like I said, I just hope that the Browns family and the Goldman family can rest. Thank you, my black is beautiful. I mean, I don't even have the energy to fight it. People be saying, "Oh, you can get this, you can do." Nah, I'm good. you know, I don't even have that energy, that fight. I gotta save that energy and that fight to get the strength to take care of my daughter. Period. At the end of the day, um, so because I in my eyes, there's no love greater than a mother's love, other than the love of God, and that's period, point blank. No greater love. So, she good. she good, and I'm quite sure she feels good that she has me. So I don't think she worries about it. So, but for the most part, I have my good days and my bad for sure, but it's never about him at all. Never about him not being in the picture. Never about him not, wanting to see her. He haven't seen her since she was on life support, and it's okay. It's okay. That's his journey and his cross he has to bear. Ain't got nothing to do with me. But I have my good and my bad days because I'm human. That's my baby. Um, I would have never thought in a million years, that I would be dealing with this particular situation. So all I can do is just continue to try to keep going and just continue to press through and ask God for strength and guidance and understanding. Because sometimes I fall short on the understanding because I still just can't understand, you know. I know people say you're not supposed to question God, about why. I don't believe that. Um, but that's a whole nother topic about religions. But I don't believe that you can't question him because didn't his son question him on that cross when he said, God, why have thy forsaken me? And God answered him. And then he said, forgive them for they know not what they do, because God answered to him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe in that old cliche that, oh, you're never supposed to question God. No, I do. I have and still do. Because God said, bring me into remembrance. So if he told you that um just have the faith size of a mustard seed, then why not? So, I just bring God back into remembrance of his own word, that's what he said. Wasn't nothing I said or made up, but sometimes we get caught up in those old time cliches back when our parents and grandparents, saying, no, you're never supposed to. Child, that I do. I do. And but I just, pray that he continue to give me the strength. But and I think because I have that uh, particular, heart set up that a way where I don't even have grudges against my ex-husband, that I can have empathy for anyone that's going through it. And that's why I say my heart goes out to OJ Simpson's children, his grandchildren, his family overall, and the Goldman's family, the Browns family, and really everybody that was really affected by that situation, because that was something else. And can you believe it's been 30 years? 30 years. It doesn't seem like time really moves fast, because it doesn't seem like it's been 30 years, but it's been 30 years. Wow, that's amazing. But yeah, I don't have a heaven or hell for him. I, just pray that he asked God during that time for forgiveness. Um, and, hopefully he made some amends um, when it came to, his family members and stuff. I know he would have never been able to make amends with the Browns and the Goldman's family, no matter what he said. This right here is justice for them. He gave them, something that they probably prayed for every day. They probably prayed for this prayer for 30 years. They prayed for this day right here. And I don't know. I wanted to see if the Goldman's family parents, if Ron Goldman's parents are still alive. I'm not for sure because you forget all about those cases when it's not being talked about. But I'm not for sure if they still alive or not. I believe one time that the father was sick. Um, I wanna believe, or was it the sisters? I wanna kinda say one of them family members passed away. Hmm. No, the father is still alive. Yeah, I wanna say they probably both of them is still alive. But I remember something with his family member. Something. Matter of fact, I think the sister had some form of illness back a while back. I wonder what's going on with Cato. I remember Cato had a big part, and he was the house sitter, I think. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. My Black is Beautiful. I think I'm looking. I think the father is still living. But I don't know about the mom. What was the mother's name? Sharon. It doesn't say if she's still alive or not. It doesn't have anything on her. I guess because she really wasn't the outspoken one. She wasn't the outspoken one out front. So it really doesn't have much about her, but it's got a lot about the dad. So and the sister, I think she's still living. But wasn't it two sisters? It's been so long ago. I thought it was two sisters. But I remember that one Kim because she was a feisty one. And what's the other one? Brian, what was it? What I don't think Nicole had no siblings. I don't think she had no siblings. Oh yeah, shoot, she had a lot of siblings. I'm talking about I ain't know she had no siblings. She had a lot of siblings. Denise Brown, Tanya Brown, Majid Carr, Dominique, Wendy, Tracy. She had a lot of siblings. I didn't even know that. I know she had that many siblings. I knew Denise. I remember Denise. She was out and she was the spokesperson for their family. Yeah, I didn't know she had that many siblings. Wow. Amazing. Who knew? They all up there in age too. But yeah, like I said, my Black is Beauty, I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for just coming in. Give me somebody to talk to because I'm just talking to myself. Like I said, I know I'm not real big in the social media world, but I just appreciate and take in all the love from the few that comes in. I know it's gonna take some time, to get out there and get better at it. I finally learned how to do a thumbnail, but I need to learn how to share the screen and get my picture on this A because it's driving me crazy. But I figured out. I figured that part out by myself. So it's just a matter of playing with it, having the time to do it. I've been so busy with so much going on, trying to tie things together and taking care of my ladybug. So I just haven't had the leisure of figuring this stuff out. But I'm gonna get it. Watch, I'm gonna get it because I'm passionate about it. It's something that I want to do. It's something that I want to continue to do. So I'm gonna get it eventually. God's willing. And I got me a new mic. I got my mic already and everything. So I'm getting there. I got me a little pink mic and stuff. So I'm gonna just get everything. I'm gonna set up my little area to where when I get it all together and I'm pretty, a little vain a little bit. I don't be wanting to come on camera looking at hotmess.com. Yes, yes, I'm trying my blackest beauty show. I was up last night just trying to figure out some things as well. It's another app that I found that I've been trying to figure out how to incorporate it together with the YouTube. And yesterday I was thrown for a loop about I guess it had to be about 2 o'clock this morning. I guess because I've gotten to 100 subscribers. Yay! I need 500 though, but yay! Um, and it made YouTube. I guess once you get to 100 subscribers, it makes you get a handle. I had to figure out what was a handle, but everything that I tried to put in as the handle, it wouldn't take it. I'm like, wait a minute, it wouldn't even take Andrea's perspective. Like, so I didn't understand it and I still don't understand. So I had to pick something like I think I picked Andrea's view. Uh and I still don't really understand. I have to research and see what the handle mean, what it stands for, what it does or whatever. But at first I was in somebody's chat on YouTube, another YouTube people that I follow, and I said a comment or I asked a question and I saw it had my whole email address. I'm like, what? Why is it showing that? What happened to my name? So that's what prompted me to go into my studio to see, and that's what it had. And so it wouldn't let me X out of it or go past it until I fixed it. Um, so I put something on it. I don't know what it means. I don't know what I see it on my home page. I still don't know really what it stands for, but um yeah, I'm gonna get it eventually. Like I said, I'm not a real big what they call it, literate when it comes to the internet and social media and stuff. I'm learning it a little bit more now in the last couple of years than I knew before. Like, because when my daughter was up and about, that child will build you a web page. I remember when MySpace was out, she used to make videos and stuff. Um, because my baby was actually she was writing a play right before she got sick. But a lot of her notes were in, I don't know, I didn't know much about MySpace, but a lot of her notes was on her MySpace somehow. Just like a lot of the pictures that I wish I could retrieve of her was on her MySpace page. But when I tell you she had that MySpace page decked out, it was so beautiful. I hate they got rid of that MySpace. And I can't get in it to retrieve anything. That's the only thing I hate. But she was in the stages of writing a play. Yeah, my baby was so talented. She was so talented. Yeah. I'm not gonna talk about that. I don't want to get sad. But yeah, that's why we all just have to, love one another, stay positive, surround yourself with um like-minded people someone that matches with your personality. We're not going to make everybody happy, and that's just a given. But for the most part, I try to surround myself with like-minded people and people that's like me somewhat. Yes, my black is beautiful, right? I mean, you have to because it's so much in the world that's going on, and it's so much people got going on in their own personal life that who needs all the extra? Who needs all that extra stuff going on in your spirit? I know I don't. Because my insides are already emotionally devastated, it's fractured. You know, so I don't need the extra, I don't need that extra stuff. So I try to, stay um as far away from the negative stuff or the um unhappy stuff as I can. Um because I deal with that on my own. I don't want to, and because I'm a type of person, like I said, I don't try to put my burden on nobody. If you meet me in person, you will never know what I'm dealing with because I'm not going to put that on nobody. Um, I'm just that type of person. So I just think about other people's feelings because I am a stickler on treating people how you want to be treated. That is one of my pet peeves. And it's going to continue to be one of my pet peeves because I just believe at the end of the day, no matter what people go through, um, you just got to always remember that no one is exempt from nothing. No one is exempt from nothing. So just because you got it going on and you think you popping and you think you above the rest, baby, let me tell you, it can happen to anybody. And that's why I'm not even speaking bad on OJ Simpson because um it cancer has plagued my family. Like it was like a plague. Like, man, like what in the world? So you just got to watch what you put out there and what you say to people, and you know um and what you put on people, because no one is exempt. And I just know that for a fact. So be kind, like Ellen Jenner DeGeneres used to say. Be kind to one another, people, because you just never know what tomorrow brings. I be fearful sometimes to even think about tomorrow because I just be like, I don't know, because when my daughter took sick, it gave me a real shock that you can be just full of life, full of energy, and talking, planning, and everything, and boom, instant life changes in an instant, seconds. So you just gotta you know be kind. Treat people how you want to be treated. All the snaking and the dissing and the all that stuff, it's not worth it. It's really not worth it. Hey, Angie Williams. Hey, thank you for coming in. It was just me and my black and beautiful in here holding ourselves a little conversation. But like I said, I just jumped on. I didn't plan the live. I just jumped on because I wanted to just see. Not saying that I have a big audience, but I just wanted to get other people's take and their view on the OJ Simpson passing. Because I've noticed on social media and on TV, like TMZ, it was a lot of mixed emotions when it came to, a lot of people was rejoicing. They're rejoicing, and um I just can't. I can't see myself rejoicing over anyone's demise. You know, I just can't. I can't. um put myself to do that. Like I say, not even with my so-called enemies, because I don't wish nothing bad on nobody. Because at the end of the day, we all um have to answer on Judgment Day about what we did and how we did it in this life. Um, even though I still believe here. Oh yeah, of course. Like I said, I told my Black is beautiful. My stance on it is that I just pray that when he was on that bed of friction, that he had time to ask God for forgiveness, and whoever else he might have, um, damaged in that situation. I know he could probably never, it was no words he could have ever said um, to the Browns family and the Goldman family. Nothing. Uh, you can best and rest for sure on today. They probably throwing a big party in celebration of this day because they probably prayed for it and asked God for it for 30 years. I'm sure. So if ain't nobody else rejoicing, them two families are, I'm sure. And you can't blame them. You can't blame them because they suffered a great deal. But I still believe it. But like I said, I don't have a heaven or hell, so I ain't finna judge, because he definitely has to answer. And like I said, I just pray that he did ask for forgiveness for his own sins. So he can rest. So that's all I can say. I just wanted to know what other people thought about it. And I just wanted to just chime in too on just the word, the cancer. Like it's just like, man, is you don't hear really too much of other illnesses that people are passing with other than heart attacks. That's a real big one. Heart attack, cardiac arrest, those type things. Seizures was a big one for a few years, but cancer, whoo child. I'm so sick of hearing that word. Oh my goodness. Yep, he definitely had to answer. Angie, he sure do. And and that's the big one. That's the big dog right there that he has to answer to. That's the big dog. So, us little people, our opinions, child by, who are we? He got to answer to the big dog. And that's the same thing I feel about my ex. He has to answer about that. And anybody else that, do wrong will have, done wrong to my daughter and I, they have to answer to God for that. So I ain't finna lose no sleep or even try to, wrap my mind around that. Um, I'm focused on other bigger things and other bigger, whys, not them. So I'm good. I'm good. But like I said, I didn't want much. I just wanted to just chime in and give my perspective on what I felt about the loss. Um, 7 of Cancer and lost my dad when I was 22. Okay. Yeah. Angie, my heart goes out to you. Yep, I lost my mom in 2016 from cancer. Um, and it was a sudden diagnosis, we found out about it and she ain't last a year. My sister, same thing. My brother, it all of them was just a sudden diagnosis and then boom. And then of course my grandfather, my mom's dad, um, my step grandfather, and then my brother, my surviving brother, he's a a colon cancer survivor. My mother's brother is a prostate cancer survivor. So it runs deep. So I have experienced it. And God, I pray that we don't experience it no more. So, and I know so many other close friends and, people that has been affected by that cancer. So I hate that word. I hate it. I hate it. If I ain't never hated nothing more, it's that. Yes, thank you, Angie. Yep. Yep, still dealing with those loss for sure. Um, but yeah, and my nephew, well, he is, I guess it's kind of sort of the same, but no, he had non-alcoholic cirrhosis of the liver when he passed at 32. Um, but yeah, so yeah, I've had quite a few loss in my family. I've lost some other siblings, but it wasn't from cancer. So, but yeah, yeah, it's sad. That's how I know no matter what OJ did, it's a loss to his family and his loved ones at the end of the day. It's that, they're feeling just like I feel about my mom and my sister, and my brother. Oh wow, 33. Oh, yeah, that's sad, Angie. Oh, see, yeah, that's sad. My I lost a sister at 22. Um she was 22 years old when she passed away, and she died from asthma. Asthma runs deep in my family as well. And she passed away from an asthma attack at 22. She left 3 babies. They're all grown now, but she left 3 babies. She had just had her set of twins. They were 4 months old. And her oldest was 2. So when I tell you, our family suffers some loss and some devastations for sure. From nephews to nieces. The one sister that passed from cancer, she had lost her daughter the year before from cardiac arrest. So, um, and before my niece, it was my mom, like a year exact. Um, and I was feeling so bad for my sister. Like, man, my mom, she lost her mom, which is my mom too. But I just felt my sister pain, like, man, her mama, and then the year later, her daughter. And then a few months after the daughter, her father. I was like, oh my God. And lo and behold, later that year, my sister got diagnosed with the cancer. And then she was gone. So that's why I say you just have to guard your heart, guard your space, guard your feelings, because life is short. Tomorrow is not promised. We just don't know what the next minute or hour is going to bring. And we just got to be kind, because the world needs prayer as well. So I just try my best to just treat people with kindness and just treat people how I would want to be treated. And try to have people back. When I say I got you, I try to stand on my word. But you just never know what, like Angie, I know you subscribe to me, and I see you in the chats and stuff. And I wouldn't have known, that, you grew up without your mom, so we just never know, that's what I'm talking about. It's so heartbreaking. Um, yeah, man, my heart goes out to you. They didn't have the equip for cancer like they did. And but we still losing them rapidly though, Angie. You would think that. You would think that that would be the case, but nah. Uh-uh. Maybe in another nationality, maybe, but no. Our folks they leaving here, baby. And it don't even matter how much money you got. You feel me? It don't even matter about your dollars, your status. That's why I say it don't matter about your status, your ethnic, none of that. No one is exempt. You hear me? No one is exempt from it. So, um, because I'm sure OJ still had, money from his royalties and stuff. Didn't save him. Even with cardiac arrest, with the technology, you would think that young people and these athletes and stuff are still not collapsing on the field or in practice and all that stuff, with the technology of being able to detect these heart defects, these heart situations, but people are still passing. They're still suffering these situations, in practice and on the field. I know of a few that just happened within the last 6 to 8 months. You had Shaq's son, you had LeBron James' son. Come on now, these are young kids. They're younger than my daughter, so it shouldn't be still happening, but it's happening because guess what? Those screenings are jokes. They're jokes, really. Um, so yeah, they're not doing these screenings pop properly, you know, and if you don't know, if you're not educated about what to ask for and what to, lobby for, you just lost. You won't know because they're not gonna just come out and say it, you know. Um, yeah. And I look at when my sister, passed away with the asthma, technology has come when where she used to get her medication from? Over the counter. Primatene Mist was her spray. That wasn't a prescription medication. You should go right in the drugstore and buy it off the shelf. Can you imagine what she was probably putting in her body? Which is what my mom believes, that really took her life from that, because she actually had just went to the store to get a bottle, get the spray, and I think she was able to spray it, but it didn't save her, you know. So she passed away from an asthma attack. So yeah, yeah, it's just sad. I just say, at the end of the day, OJ was a legend in his own right. Um, and I just pray that he asks God for forgiveness and that so that he can rest in peace. Um, and my prayers out to the family. That's my take on it, my view on it. Um, do I think we should, um, I'm quite sure they're probably gonna come out with a documentary or bio or something, a movie now that he's gone. Uh, am I really interested in it? Nah. Don't be taking up my program time. Talking about it for a whole week. So, but other than that, I feel it, it's still a loss at the end of the day because he was a legend. Um, he was good at what he did back in the day. He just made a stupid decision. Yeah, Angie, that's all we can do. All we can do is pray for his family. Like I say, who are we to judge? We ain't got no heaven or hell to put him in. you know. So that's between him and his creator. I just know today he met his maker. He met his maker today, and that's who he got to have peace with at the end of the day. So, but yeah, prayers out to the Goldmans and the Browns family. Hey, True Slayer. Hey, sis. How are you? How are you? I hope you having a wonderful day. Yes, yes. Show the love, y'all. Yeah. Y'all, and please don't forget to hit the like button, y'all, please. But yeah, that's True Slayer. We was just in here talking about the OJ thing. Just trying to get some people's I'm doing okay today. Yes. Just shocked about the news like everybody else. Of OJ, aka the Juice. They taking up like everybody programs talking about it. And you're seeing it all down the timelines. I just wanted to jump on just to get other people's perspective and their view on it. Um, because it's a lot of mixed emotions and views on his passing. You got a lot of people that's saying good riddance, glad he gone. You know, I'm just not a fan of celebrating people's demise or people's passing at the end of the day. I just know that he got to answer to his creator for what he did wrong, and hopefully, while he was sick on that bed, he asked for forgiveness. Um, and at the same time, I do understand that he affected a lot of lives tremendously. And especially the Goldmans and the Browns family. And I know that they're probably celebrating and partying and, you know, popping the champagne or whatever for justice. Because today they truly got justice. And I'm sure they probably prayed for it for the last 30 years. So, um, and I can understand it. I understand it on both parts, and I can understand that OJ's children are probably, they're devastated. That's their family, that's their pops. So yeah, you got two families that's, one celebrating and one hurt. So honestly, it's sad news to me. People are rehashing the verdict. I have an unpopular perspective on that. And that's why I'm here, True Slayer. I wanted to hear other people's view on it. Because it's so many people that is very sad today that we lost a legend. At the end of the day, like I said, OJ was a legend in spite of when he was at his high peak of his success, he was the GOAT in football. Um, so he didn't get the name Juice for nothing. So I can't judge his transgressions, what he chose to do and did not do. I can't, because me personally, I didn't like the fact that he, felt he had to always date outside his race. Like it wasn't no, I know his first kid's mom was, African American, but everyone after that wasn't. You would have thought even when he won that trial that he would have bowed face to the projects, if you're asking me. So I'd be like, boom, zoom, but nope, he didn't. He did not. So that was my perspective on OJ back in the day. But because he was such a handsome guy. Oh, he was so handsome. But yeah, it's a lot of mixed reviews, True Slayer. You got some people, even Caitlyn Jenner came in and was like, well written. Like what you hating for? What you hating? Do he really know that does she really know that because rumor has it on the curb that OJ is really Chloe's daddy. Believe it. Yeah, so that's the word on the curb that that's he the pappy. And so they all were friends um Kim Kardashian's father and OJ were friends. Um, and Caitlyn was his um, partner in football. So that's my opinion. They just didn't prove his guilt. They actually planted evidence. Now, did he pay someone to do it? That's they did. And that's I kind of thought about that in the beginning too. That he he paid. That's what I felt too for years that he probably did. And that's probably why the things didn't fit. And that's how he was acquitted, you know. So isn't that you think about all the different little memes and the sayings from that trial. If it don't fit, you must acquit. Everybody know Johnny Cochran from that boy. That went down in history. So but yeah, that's what I thought so too, True Slayer. You are so right. You are so and it could have been the fact for sure. For sure. I mean, because I'm not gonna say that it wasn't a history of abuse though. He was tearing her tail up. You hear me? He was tearing her tail up now. He was an abuser now. So, which is part why he, chose the other side, because he know he a sister probably would have, gave him a run for his money. But yeah, I am not gonna take away that he wasn't an abuser. Because we saw plenty of evidence of that in the 911 phone calls from way before that dreadful day. But did he actually physically do that? Mm, the jury's still out on that with me. I thought from the jump that he paid somebody to do it. And that could be the case. People do it all the time. People do that all the time. Yep. But I'm glad I got your perspective on that, True Slayer, because that's exactly why I came on, because I wanted to, just get other people's viewpoint on it. Because you see it on the TV, you see people's comments on social media, but you don't get the real. You can't respond back to them that she had ill associations, who knows? But I did hear, yeah, it's been so many years, you got to kind of remember things that was going on back then. But because I did hear as well about a bad, going wrong, was part of the situation, which is probably, could have been the case too. And that's why, because he had a history of um the assaulting her, that that's why it was easy to say, oh yeah, he did it, so yeah, you just never know. Yep, but I did hear that, because they said that she did have a um because I believe that's what Goldman Ron was there for, because you got to think about it too. OJ couldn't have assumed that um Ron was her dude, because rumor was that uh he didn't like women. So what would have been his other motive of being over there or being there? Or was he delivering food or bringing her something? Wasn't she just at the restaurant that he worked at, and he was taking her something that she had left or something? See, had I scheduled this, I would have been able to like do more research. I just wanted to kind of get, like I said, I just jumped on to get people's perspective on how they felt about the passing. But yeah, I thought it was where he brought her something that she had left at his restaurant. Can't remember if it was a scarf, a hat, or something, and he just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Do you remember that True Slayer? Because I don't really remember. But I thought this. I think I can, because my you talking about 30 years ago. My brain had to go way back there. But I want to say that that's what they said. He was bringing her something that she had left at his job. Mm, yeah, I can't really remember. But yeah, that was something else. That situation was something else. But yeah, that's what I remember. But yeah, y'all, I'ma jump off here because I know my girl Ashley Chat is due. I saw to come live at 6 o'clock. I think she got some hot tea. Um, so I'm gonna be listening while I get dressed. Because I got somewhere to be. So I'm gonna be listening in on her live while I'm getting ready. Cause um from the title, it looked like she got some TTT. Um and I know Ashley Chass is usually positive, and um she usually brings some, informative information in different scenarios. So um I always want to, catch her lives. And I hardly ever catch Ashley Chat's lives because she normally does them early. And like I said before, I am a late riser because I go to bed at 3 and 4 in the morning. Like today, I went to bed at 4:30, almost a quarter to 5 this morning. So so when people go live early, it's hard for me to catch them. I have to catch their replay. So I'm glad to see that she's doing an evening live. So I'm gonna catch her when she go live. So I thank you too, Angie. Thank you so much. Y'all just don't know. I really appreciate y'all taking your time out to come in little old me's chat. Okay. Because I ain't as good as a lot of other people with being able to share the screen and all that type of stuff. Y'all just hear my voice. But I appreciate it. It is well appreciated. Thank you. My Black is Beautiful, True Slayer, and Angie Williams. I thank y'all. Mwah. Catch y'all in Ashley Chats live if y'all come over there, okay? Bye bye. You too. Enjoy your day, Angie. Enjoy your day, True Slayer. Thank you. Bye bye.